Our previous video we have learned about how to find tangent and normal. Now this is the sequence of the previous classes. Now we are doing more questions based on tangent and normals. First question number 14, second part I'm taking. This is y equal to x power 4 minus 6x cube plus 13x square minus 10x plus 5 at 1 3. You have to find tangent and normal at this point 1 comma 3. So we'll first differentiate this function with respect to x. So this is dy by dx, and x4 this will become x4x cube minus 18x square plus 26x minus 10. Now we can find dy by dx at the given point, and given point is 1 comma 3. So 1 comma 3, when I differentiate, when I put the value, this becomes 4 1 cube minus 18 1 is square, and this is 26 into 1 minus 10. So we can simplify it further. This is 4 minus 18, this is plus 26 minus 10, which you can further simplify, and you can write it like this is minus 28 and this is 30. So answer is going to be 2. So this is 2. This is the slope of tangent. This is slope of tangent at 1 comma 2. Now we can find the equation of tangent. Equation of tangent, we know the formula equation of tangent, that y minus y1, this is 2 upon x minus x1, this is equal to slope, and slope is 2. So you can simplify this, and after simplifying you will get the equation of tangent. This is y minus 2 and this is 2x minus 2. So minus 2 will get cancelled, and this will become y equal to 2x. So this is our equation of tangent. Now we have to find the equation of normal as well. So we can write that equation of normal. Some of you can write that equation of normal with the help of this equation of tangent. You know the slope will get reversed, and it will become reciprocal. Slope of normal is the reciprocal of slope of tangent with minus sign. So you can write this y minus 2 upon x minus 1, and slope of tangent is 2. So reciprocal of this is 1 by 2 with negative sign. So you know this formula, m1 into m2 is equal to minus 1 if lines are perpendicular, their product of the slope will be minus 1. So from there, with the help of this, we have found it. Now we can simplify y minus 2, this is multiplied by 2, and this is minus x, and this is plus 1. So you can write this x plus 2y, and this is minus 4, bring it this minus 4, this minus 5. So this is minus 5 equal to 0. A small correction is there. The point was 1 comma 3, so we have to write here 3. This is 1 comma 3, so accordingly the equation will change. This is y minus 3, so this is yx, y equal to 2x, and that side it will go, and this will become plus 1. So your equation of tangent is y equal to 2x plus 1. Now here also some change will come. This is y minus 3, so you do the cross multiplication. This is 3, so and this is fine, so we can change it. This is 2y minus 6 and plus x and minus 1 equal to 0. So your equation is going to be x plus 2y and equal to 7. You can write it this. So this is your equation of normal. Now question number 16 is, show that the tangents to the curve y equal to 7x cube plus 11 at the point where x equal to 2 and x equal to minus 2 are parallel. So first we'll find dy by dx. We are finding dy by dx to get the slope of the tangent. So this will become 7 3 are 21 x square, and 11, the coefficient of the differentiation of 11 will be 0. So this is the slope of your tangent. Now you can see that dy by dx at x equal to minus 2 is also 21 into 2 square, which is 21 into, you can do minus, so minus square will become plus 21 into 4, so this is 84. And slope of tangent at x equal to 2, this is also going to be 84. So we have shown that slope of tangent at x equal to 2 and x equal to minus 2 are parallel, because both the slopes, let's say this slope as m1 and this slope say as m2. So we are getting now m1 equal to m2, which implies that tangents are parallel. Tangents are parallel. Now we'll discuss this question number 17. Find the point on which the curve y equal to x cube at which the slope of the tangent is equal to the y coordinate. So better first we let's draw it roughly. This slope, this is the function y equal to x cube. It's looking like similar to this. You can obtain this graph with the help of putting the values. You can take x equal to 1, then y equal to 1, x equal to 0, y equal to 0, x equal to 2, then y equal to 8, something like this. You can put the value and you can draw the graph. So somewhere you have to think of what question is asking, because if you don't visualize, you will not get the right idea how to think about it. So it is find the point on the curve. You can see the point can be here, point can be here. If you draw tangent, the tangent, if you draw, it will be tangent, slope of the tangent is equal to the y coordinate. So for example, let's say this is the point x1 comma y1. If I am drawing this tangent, so we'll take the help of some scale. So if I draw the tangent, then this slope means there will be some theta, and if I put the value of theta, tan theta should be equal to y1. So tan theta should be equal to y1 at x1 comma y1. This point can be here or this point can be here, but this cannot be here on this x-axis. So now we'll start the procedure as normally we find the slope of the tangent. So y is equal to x cube. We differentiate with respect to x. So this will become dy by dx equal to 3x square. So this is the slope of tangent. Now according to question, they are saying the slope of the tangent at the point, somewhere it should be at the point. So let the point be x1 comma y1. So dy by dx at this point x1 comma y1 will be 3x1 square. Now they are saying that this slope is equal to the y coordinate, and y coordinate is, according to question, that this slope 3x1 square is equal to y coordinate. So this is y1. Now we have to find the point. So how we can find the point? You know that this point x1 comma y1 is also lying on the graph. So you can write this x1 comma y1 also lies on y equal to x cube. So we'll put the value there also. We'll get y1 equal to x1 cube. So this is your equation number 2 and this is your equation number, let's say this is 1 and this is 2. So now we have to solve 1 and 2 to get x1 and y1. So I'm solving here, solving 1 and 2. Now how will you solve? This is up to you. This is 3x1 square. You can equate the y1 is this and y1 is this, so you can equate. This is x1 cube. Here at this point, do not do that one mistake which commonly everyone, not everyone, but most of the student does. What they do, they cancel x square, they cancel with this x cube, so only they write x1 equal to 3. So that is going to be wrong. So what you are supposed to do, you will be solving it like this, 3x1 square minus x1 cube, is this equal to 0. So you can see that x1 square is common. So from here this is 3 and from here is it is x1 equal to 0. So you are now getting two answers. So first answer is x1 is equal to 0, because if you put this x1 square equal to 0, so x1 will be 0, and 1 from here 3 equal to x1. So we have got now these point. Now accordingly, if I take x1 equal to 0, you just see what happens. You can put in any of the equation, then y1 will also be 0. Now you can see that according to this point is your this origin. So just think of, can it be the answer? Okay, we'll discuss, we'll find the next point. See, x1 is equal to 3, then y1 is, you can put the value either here or in equation number 1. So y1 will be 3 cube, this is 27. So that is the point 3 comma 27. Now, so whether this answer is correct or this answer is correct, you just think for a time being. Now the possibilities, you have to check whether both answers are correct or one answer is correct. By the way, the answer is both the answers, but you must think how both the answers. Now question number 18 we'll discuss. Now if I want to draw the graph will be drawn like this, and with the help of GeoGebra you can see how the graph will be looking like. So it will give you the idea. For the curve y equal to 4x cube minus 2x5, find all the point at which the tangent passes through the origin. So now you have to think for all the tangents which passes through the origin. And like if I take the tangent here, if I take the tangent, where I should take the tangent, it's really difficult to just see here, because if you take it like this, it's passing through, okay, it's passing through this point origin, and this is also on the graph. So tangent should not meet on this side and this side. So where the tangent should be drawn, at which point the tangent is. So it's really difficult without having the calculations. So we'll do the calculation and we'll see that actually from which point the tangent is passing, and its and it's also passing through origin. So see, this is one of the example that we can think of for the time being, that if I draw like from this point, if I draw this way, so this way it will be passing through origin and it is passing through this point, but really we have to check it through calculations. So now we differentiate this dy by dx, and this will become 4 to the 12 x square, and this is 5 to the 10 x4. So this is the slope of the tangent, and we are being asked that for the curve find all the points at which the tangent passes through the origin. So we know that this tangent is passes through the origin. So but do we know the point? They are asking for the point. So do we know the point exactly, which point it is? So let the point, required point is x1 comma y1. Again we'll do like x1 comma y1. So this will become 12 x1 square minus 10 x4, this is 1. So this is the slope of the tangent. Now what we are going to do, we are finding the equation of tangent. So equation of tangent, if I find, this will be y minus y1 upon x minus x1, and this is equal to the slope. Slope is 12 x1 square minus 10 x1 4. Now this is the equation of tangent, and we know that this is passes through the origin. So mark this as 1. So we can write that 1 passes through 0 0. So it means that you have to put x equal to 0 and y equal to 0. Let's see what comes. So it becomes minus y1 upon minus x1, and this side it will become 12 x1 square minus 10 x1 4. So you can do the cross multiplication and can see what the answer is coming. So we can now this simplify, this minus minus got cancelled, and this y1 you cross multiply this, so this will become 12 x1 cube, and this will become 10 x1 5. So now here you have to solve for y1 and x1, but you see that point x1 comma y1, if I assume that the point x1 comma y1 is here, so this means that this point is also on the curve. So we can get one more information, that y1 will be equal to 4x1 cube minus 2x1 5. So because you can see the reason, because x1 comma y1 lies on the curve. So one more information we have got it from here. So now you have two equations. This is equation number 1. Let's say this is 1 and this is your equation number 2. So solve them. And how you can solve? This is 12x1 cube minus 10x1 5, and this will be your 4x1 cube minus this is 2x1 5. So we can further now simplify it. 12x1, this is 8x1 cube, and this will be 10, either this will be 8x1 5, this is equal to 0. So now you can see 8 is, you can take 8x1 cube common, and from here it is 1 minus this is, from here this is x1 square, this is equal to 0. So x1 is going to be 0, and from this equation we are going to get x1 equal to plus minus 1. Now these value you can put in any of the equation 1 or equation 2, you will get the value of y1. If I put this, let's say in 1, then my y1 will be 0. If I put x equal to 1 here in y1, then 12 minus 10, it will be 2. So you can write this in 1 comma 2, and if you put minus 1, then your answer will be this minus 2. So this way you can find all the points, and you must have some visualization also. At 0 0 you are getting 1, you can write that also 0 comma 0. So you can see that 0 0 is one point where you draw the tangent, then it will be passing through the origin obviously. Then 1 comma 2 is, this is the point as I was talking about. This is 1 comma 2 point. If you draw the graph, you will see in the GeoGebra also that this is the point 1 comma 2. So this is 1 comma 2 is passing, and this is the point where this is minus 1 comma minus 2, and this is also the tangent will pass through. So in the beginning we got the rough idea that from where the tangent will be passing, but after getting the answers we are now sure where the tangents will be passing from. This is question number 23, and this is the most important question of this exercise, and lot many students have doubt in this question, because there are two types of question given in both the competitive exams and in the RD Sharma also, and you have to read this question very carefully, and only then you can get to know how to proceed. Question is that you have to prove that these curves cut at right angles. So I'll write this in given two curves cut at right. This is to show that two curves cut at right angle. And what is given? And given is that 8k square is equal to 1. So there is one more question where the question is opposite. Given is to show 8k square equal to 1 when it is given that two curves cut at right angles. So this question is also special because this concept is using this new concept, how the curves will cut at right angles. So this is we also call them orthogonal curves. Orthogonal curves means where the curves meet at right angles. So simple is that if you find the tangent slope of the tangent of this curve and slope of the tangent of this curve, and if you make them product, if you do the product, the answer, if it is coming -1, it means they are cutting at right angles, or you can say they are orthogonal. See, orthogonal word is used in many high level books. In RD Sharma also somewhere you will find that word. So you can get in the exam that rather than right angles you will get the word orthogonal curves. Okay, so we'll start from this. We'll find the slope. Let's say m1 is the slope of the first curve. So first curve is, I'm just calculating dy by dx. So but before that we can let m1 and m2 are the slopes of tangents of curve x equal to y square and xy equal to k respectively. So we'll find this. First we'll do for x equal to y square. So it's up to you, how do you want to find? Differentiate with respect to x. So this is 1, this is 2y into dy by dx. So your dy dx will be 1 upon 2y. So this is actually your m1. Now calculate for this. M2 will but M2 will give the notation later on, but will differentiate this with respect to x. So we have to use product rule. X into dy by dx plus y into 1, this is equal to 0. K is a constant. So dy by dx from here it will be minus y upon x, and this is your M2. Now what I have to show? I have to show m1 into m2 is equal to minus 1. So this I have to show. I'll take product LHS. I'll take m1, which is m1 into m2, will substitute the value 1 upon 2y into minus y upon x. So you can see that this will get cancelled, and this is, you are going to get 1 upon 2x. So but our answer has not come. So why our answer has not come? We have to see, because one more information is given to us, that 8k square is equal to 1. So we'll simplify. We will solve curve 1 and 2 to get the meeting point, to get intersection point, you can say, to get intersection point. So you can see that xy is equal to k, and from here this is x equal to y square. Now we can solve it like we have xy equal to k. We can do the squaring here. So we'll get x square y square is equal to k square, and another curve is x equal to y square. So I have done the squaring so that I can directly put the value of y square from this. So I'm going to get that x square into y square is also x, this is k square. So this is going to be x cube, this is k square. So now your x from here, your x will be k square 1 by 3. This is the value of x now, because you have to put in your main equation to prove that this is equal to 1. But now one more information is that given, you have been given, I am writing it here, 8k square equal to 1. So from here k square will be equal to 1 by 8. So that value you can substitute at this point x. So x will be 1 by 8, 1 by 3. So this is going to be 1 by 2. Now let's say this is your b. So by using b in a, what we get? m1 into m2 is equal to minus 1 upon 2, and the value of x is 1 by 2. This is 1 by 2. You can see this get cancelled, and this is now coming equal to minus 1. We have proved this is equal to RHS. So this is how this question will proceed. Now question number 25, find the equation of the tangent to the curve which is parallel to the line. It means if I say the slope of this line and slope of this tangent of this curve, if both the slopes are equal, we'll say that they are parallel. So just we have to find derivatives and find the equation of the tangent. We have to find the equation of tangent, and it's given that tangent of the curve is, tangent of this curve is parallel to this. So why we are given this? Because we can find the slope and we can put. So dy by dx will put into this equation, will do the differentiation of this curve. So we'll get 1 upon 2 root 3x minus 2 into 3. So this is now 3 by 2. You can write this 3x minus 2, and slope of 4x minus 2y plus 5 is, you know the formula is minus a by b. So minus a is minus 4 upon minus 2, so this is going to be 2. So we can use, I am writing here m equal to minus a by b when equation is given. So this we have done in class 11th. Okay, so we'll equate them. So 3 by 2 is equal to 3 by 2, you can do the cross multiplication. 3 by 2, we'll first write 3 by 2, 3x minus 2, and this is equal to 2. So do the cross multiplication. So you are going to get 3 equal to 4 and 3x minus 2, and do the squaring both side. This is 9, this is 16, 3x minus 2. So you can now simplify. This is so x can be 9 by 16 plus 2. So this is going to be 9, 32, 32, 41 upon 16. So this is the value of x. Now we can find the value of y also, but here this is very important. This value of x will you put in this given line, or will you put in this curve? Now you have to put this line on the curve, because according to the question we have to, if curve is there, this point which is 2 x, this x equal to 41 upon 16 somewhere here, and so this y will also be here on this curve, and this line can be anywhere. This line can be anywhere. So we'll put x equal to 41 upon 16 in y equal to root 3x minus 2. So let's see what comes. Y will be then 3 into 41 upon 16 minus 2. So this is 32, and this is 3, 123, this is 32, and this will be 4. So 123 minus 32 you do. So this x will be then 41 upon 16 into 3, and this is 3, and this again will be 3, and when you substitute here, this will be 3 into this. So 3 will get cancelled. I did not use 3 because I know that it will got cancelled. So this is 41 minus 32. So we'll just simplify this. 41 minus 32, and this is 4. So 41 minus 32 is your 9. So 9, 3 by 4. So your x is now, you can write this 41, this is 41, and this is 48, and y is 3 by 4. So equation you have now, you have slope. So I am not simplifying, just putting the value. Equation of tangent will be y minus 3 by 4 upon x minus 41 upon 48, and slope is 2. So you simplify this and you will get the equation of tangent. Now this question is 1 for 1 mark. The line y equal to x plus 1 is a tangent to the curve this at the point this. So it's up to you how you find this. So you know, the line is tangent to the point at the point. So wherever is this point has to be both on this curve and on this line. So you can check which of the point satisfying both the equations. So you can see that part 1a is satisfying both the equations, so you can put this tick on this. Or if you want to go, then you can do slope of y equal to x plus 1. You know, slope will be dy by dx of this will be 1, and y square equal to 4x. So you can find the slope of this also, 2y dy by dx, and this is 4. So your dy by dx is going to be 4 upon 2y, which is 2 upon y. So now you can you know that this given the line this is a tangent to this, so it means the slope are same. So you can 2 upon y is equal to 1. So your y is going to be 2. If y equal to 2, you can put this here, and you put y equal to 2 in in the curve y square equal to 4x, or in the line also, here you have to put. So you are going to get x equal to 1. So this is how you can find the solution.